Hi, YouTube family. I had a dream. I want to say, was it Saturday night, going into Sunday morning? I had this dream, and it was real profound. I'm going to first start off with saying I thank God who is the head of my life. He is my Lord and Savior. All the gifts and the dreams that we have and visions we have come from Him, giving Him the glory for showing us things to come. And it's all His work and it's all His doing, and we give Him the glory and we take none for ourselves. Excuse me. And so basically, the dream started off like this. I was at the post office in line. A man cut me, maybe a Spanish man. I told the worker, hey, he cut me. She basically kept on processing his request, but she could not complete it because he did not have all of his information. So then came my turn. I asked, how long will it take to get a passport? She said 30 days. I asked, can I leave the country anyway? And I kept asking this question. We went back and forth with this question, and it seemed to me I really couldn't get her to give me a clear answer. Also, my reason for leaving was the upcoming or impending danger of martial law. This was what I was feeling in my heart. Now, this is where it gets interesting. I think she gave me a piece of paper. Well, she did. There was a piece of paper that either appeared right there on the counter, or she gave me a piece of paper to write down my name and my son's name to start processing me. And for some reason, the pen I was writing with would not write correctly. So I had to keep doing it over and over again. It was like frustrating too. The dream moved to another scene. Out of nowhere, we were in an old neighborhood that I grew up in, or it appeared to be an old neighborhood that I grew up in. All of a sudden, there was a mighty, when I say mighty, there was a mighty rushing wind where it picked us up off the ground that engulfed the entire atmosphere. It blew so hard that you could feel the sand particles or the dirt particles piercing into your face or your skin. I felt this in the dream. It was me, the post office worker, and another lady. Now, as this piercing wind blew, the other lady, her paper she had writing her information down on, fell out of her hand into a tree that was near me. And I believe she said, my paper. We all acknowledged it, and I think I was closest to the tree and tried to get it. Don't remember if I got it or not. Now, all of a sudden, this rushing mighty wind stopped, and the small whirlwinds began to form all around us. We knew in our minds that a strong tornado was about to erupt, so we were running, trying to avoid them. So I do remember there being a powerful tornado, and we were avoiding that too. And we were just running through the neighborhood. A large one did form, and it was powerful, and we were basically running and avoiding it. And we kept seeing these little ones pop up, and we were thinking in our minds, we need to get away from these because we knew they would turn into big ones. As we ran through the neighborhood, we began to see massive earth-moving machinery. They were extremely large. And I think one of the ladies that was with us was like, basically we were running and trying to get away, and she like walked in between one of the machines. And I knew in my mind, I was like, we need to get away from these machines, because if that huge, powerful tornado come back, it will pick up these massive earth-moving machines, and then the situation will become more dangerous. You know, this is what I was contemplating in my mind. And it looks like all these machines were in one particular area, maybe a block radius. I'm not sure, but they were massive. And I knew they were for digging of some sort, and they were massive earth-moving machines. We knew we had to avoid this area because if the tornado came back, these objects could be lifted off the ground and become a danger to us. So we continued to run or walk to find a safer location, just in case the tornado came back. Now, as we were walking, one of the ladies that was with us had a cell phone, and she took a picture of the atmosphere. And when we looked at the picture, it was red, and the entire atmosphere was red. But you could only see it through the picture on the phone. You couldn't see it with your naked eye. You took a picture, you looked at the picture, and you noticed that the entire atmosphere was bloodshot red. Now, I arrived at a house, and Steve Harvey was at this house. I don't know why a celebrity popped up in this stream. And I began to minister to him, and his house ministered to him, and I could see in my mind that his house, I was like, your house was taken in this tornado that we previously experienced, but his life was saved. And I said to him, I told him that the enemy wanted to kill him, but God said, no, you can take the house, but you can't have his life. I began to tell him, you think you are saved, but you're not. The next time around, it will be your life that's taken. I was saying that, and I was saying this to him, and I just said to him, I'm just a common person that's ministering to you. And the dream switched to a singing group that were singing songs about prison or something. And I told the people in the house that were watching TVs that demons come through the TV and torment them. I told them that they couldn't feel it because they were spiritually numb, but I could because I was spiritually sensitive. And I described it. The demons would stick his hands through the TV and basically scratch their souls and wound their souls. And as I stepped outside because I did not want to look at TV with them. Okay? Now that's the first dream I had. Now my dream went over to another area. I call this the new wine and the oil dream. You know what? I'll stop it here and then make another video about I titled it the new wine and oil dream.